Hello guys, welcome. This is Jimmy here. I wanted to make a video showcasing the Minecraft world I've been playing in with my friends recently. Today is the last day of 1.17 with 1.18 coming out tomorrow, so I wanted to make a showcase showing what we've accomplished, and in the future hopefully we can look back and see our progress, and I think that'd just be neat. So anyway, without any further delay, let me show you our world. This here is 00, the spawn chunk. It was created in June. People will spawn here in the grass. It's nice and protected and lit up. We got these cool banners indicating north, west, south, east, and then a few little showcases in these like side towers here. And I got a big tower I'm working on over there. So let me get to it. Over here is a world map. We're in the big building. You can see the big tower. Right there, that square is a outdated Shulker Farm, which we'll probably take down. This little collection of squares, that's our starting area. We got some basic farms, some basic storage. We're still using or trying to expand. This road goes to a mine, which gets cut off. Over here, this is what I believe Drew has been doing. It's pretty epic. Yeah, he also pretty epic. Those guys are amazing builders. I wish I was half as talented as them. We got a Gunpowder Farm. Over here we got our village trading hall and our village breeder. It's hard to see, but the circle here is our iron golem farm. We got some turtle farm right there. And I think that's all the major areas in here. Let me fly around and I'll show you them. So we'll start off with my tower. I'm trying to make it into a new storage / crafting area here. I'm thinking about doubling this and putting a second layer right here, and then I'll put a roof here and decide something else go up there, and then down the bottom I think I'm just going to decorate that and make it a nice little area to hang out in and just view. Up here is where we hold some shulkers in case the Shulker Farm breaks, which it always does. It broke so much that I went ahead and made a new one, and we'll probably tear that down soon, and we'll probably be removing this too, as we won't have a need for these shulkers to repair this one. That one's by Ray, and I think it would work better, but Matt built it above a river. Sorry, it's hard to see since I have my render distance down to increase the quality. But it's in a river biome up there, so fish and stuff spawn in there, and I think it keeps breaking it. So anyway, that's a relic of the past. This is our starting area. We had our basic farms for plants, some cows. We were trying out some of the new mechanics, getting dripstone, getting the lava cauldrons. Matt made a ridiculous farm of chickens, so it was so loud and annoying. We had to kill them all. Now they're down to 3, but we're setting eggs for quite a while. Over here, we got our original mine, which we still use to this day because you don't really need more than one mine, you just make it bigger. Used to be narrow, but then someone came and made it bigger so you can fly down. I'm not too great at it, and I normally end up crashing or killing myself on the bottom. I imagine it's only going to get worse when we go all the way down to the -64, whatever the new limit is. But big hole where people come down, they mine for stone, deep slate, diorite, whatever they need. Here's a Afk Farm where you can mine stone or cobblestone with the beacon efficiency and have a nice collect. You just gotta make sure you don't stay so long that your pickaxe breaks, but it's one of those things. Let's go swing by Drew's area. Drew's pretty amazing at building, and I wish I was half as talented as him. He's got some kind of a house going on up here. Not digging the floating platform, but we'll see what he does with it. It's pretty nice. Definitely not finished. But here we go. You can see one of his bigger, more nice house down here. He's been collecting llamas. Got a whole bunch of llamas down here with carpet. I think he's trying to collect them all and decorate them all with llamas. Very cool. I got my skeleton horses here. I never made a proper place for them. But man, just look at this. Looks amazing. I don't know what's up with the TNT. Might be trying to blow up something, or maybe he's trying to blow him up. Private property. Yeah, Vivi. I don't know how he says his name, but I call him Drew. Got a nice little boat over here. I love this boat. I need to make a big boat. I'll probably find some guide and show him up. Make it huge. This is the Gunpowder Farm, AFK on a glass platform up there. Works really well. Might need to expand the roof a little bit when they change the lighting, but, you know, a minor tweak. I just recently came and took most of the gunpowder. We had, you know, like 4 or 5 shulker boxes worth, but I moved it. I'll show you the Nether later. It's pretty cool as well. Oh, he's got this cool wall thing, and he started making a custom like ocean, where he's got the coral, and I don't know what he plans. I don't like the dirt, but maybe he'll put gravel or something. This bridge is epic. And I recently just connected. I put a path that goes back to that starting area, so it's nice and easy to get here. He's got the Tower of Pimps. Some paintings. Showed enough of this. Let's go over to Yehi's place. Yehi's place is also pretty epic. Except Endermen are always coming along and ruining everything. But anyway, wow, just look at that. It's dug into the mountain. It's so cool. It's got chimneys. It's got a village area. You might have noticed this big square box. This is, we marked out the spawn region, so these chunks are technically always loaded, even when no one's online. So we're trying to keep all the animals outside of the spawn chunks, so it doesn't mess with the mob cap and create problems for us. But I think this is so cool. You can just fly in here. I didn't have enough speed, but you can fly in. That's this main storage area, and he's got a cool little fish tank. And I could probably make a whole video on just his area and a whole video on just Drew's area, so I'm not going to spend too much time here. It's a cool little lighthouse. I think he has some boats down here. He started making a subway station, I think. Man, I'm telling you, Endermen are always messing up everything. But outstanding. Over here, this is the Iron Golem farm. This is weird. If you stand here, the Iron Golems every single time without fail will land in the water, they'll get pushed down, and then die in the lava. Then, you know, they come here into the collection system. But either when we're outside the chunks or when we're offline, somehow the Iron Golems end up down here. Maybe someone else that knows the more technical side of Minecraft can explain it better. I'm guessing it has something to do with lazy chunks. But we got tons of iron. I think yesterday Matt said we had like 1,000 stacks of iron blocks. And over here is our villager trading hall. Sorry if it gets a little laggy over here because we got so many villagers. The game doesn't handle it very well. We got emeralds. We trade the iron to these guys. We got emeralds. I'm sure it's pretty standard. I think there's 16 in each row. But anyway, the big thing is we've got every single book that you can trade to the max level. So we got like protection 4 on this guy, top trade. We got flame on that guy. We got flame on this guy again. We have 2 flames, but luck of the sea 3. So any enchantment that can be purchased, we have, and they're color coded, so you can try and figure it out easier. And then we got, you know, every kind of villager. I started making wool guys, so you just come here and buy the wool, but then I made a epic wool farm. So these guys are kind of outdated and not necessary. We never truly finished it, so there's a bunch of empty spaces, so it's maybe one day we'll clean it up a little bit and get rid of the rails leading to it. But yeah, he did this, and I think it looks amazing. Over here, this is just a simple area where the villagers get bred. They normally, there's 2 of them in there, they normally spit out a baby, he falls down a hole, and we minecart him over, but, you know, enough of that. Got a ton of bunch of projects that are started but not complete. This is one of them. It's a potion, automatic potion brewer. So here, potion of fire resistance. And I don't know how many of the stuff we have, but realistically, you'll probably never need to craft a potion of fire resistance. I could use more, but how many is that? It's a bunch. And the idea is get one of every, but we ran out of things. Mostly brown mushrooms. Eventually I have to make a brown mushroom farm. Thought there was a bed in there. It's turning night. Well, let's go into the Nether. I can show you the Nether, which is a work in progress, as is much of the server. So this is the spawn region, and someone, I think Yehi, said he wanted to do something with it, but we were thinking about like a spaceship theme. So over here on the left, we got a bunch of completely black maps, so it looks like you're looking out to the void, and it looks okay, but using the black concrete I think looks way better, so we'll probably do something with black concrete all the way around, if that's what we end up going with. I don't know why we have this here, but we do. And, another Enderman, always messing up our things, so he lives in this boat now. Oh, and a lodestone, of course. Not a lodestone. Respawning, in case you didn't. Let's go south first. Or north, rather. North has the least interesting stuff. And I have done the least work on the tunnel here. I've done most of the tunnels in the Nether. Here is our important sugarcane farm and our cactus farm. We got a bed here too. Here we go. So it's pretty simple. It's not too big. I think it's like one chunk that way, so that everything's loaded in, and then it gets collected and dropped in. And I recently came and packaged most of it up into shulker boxes, since we recently acquired quite a few of them. And just a tiny cactus farm, but we don't use a ton of green dye, so we got enough cactus for our uses. And if we need more, we'll make it bigger. Let's use my direction this way a little farther. Alright, here we go. This is the last major stop in this direction, and this is my guardian farm. It's a little So it also spawned with a geode right here under the guardian farm, so we also have this going. I hope one day to get some pistons to automate it, so you can come here AFK and get all the goodies and from the guardians, as well as more amethysts. But I'll show you how it works if anyone's curious. Essentially, I mined away the whole temple, put the sea lanterns going up, the guardians get attracted to the sea lanterns, then they get hit by the bubble column, they get pushed in here, they get pushed into the stream, and then they fall down, and in the very center they fall into lava. I think it's 3 blocks deep. So it's enough to set them on fire, and then they'll die, so they don't take fall damage. But they don't die in the lava, so we can still collect their stuff. And then down here, they just kind of burn to death, and that's that. That was an annoying project to build because of the gardens. Lots of potions of invisibility. The only other major thing, we got a portal to a like ice spikes biome where we got all the packed ice to make the blue ice for the Nether highway, and in fact we're running out. I think we only have 20 pieces left, so one day we'll make an ice farm. Let's go west next. There's a lot of farms here. We came out of this portal here, which leads to the potion brewing area, which is unfinished. Up here on the left, the copper. This is a trident farm, or drowned farm. It's pretty cool. It's not too big, but it's big enough to work. It's a river bottom. You look below. I just can't see it since it's so low. But there's a river, and then I mapped it out up top. And then the guardians spawn in the water. Not the guardians, the drowned spawn in the water. They fall down, there's an egg, they get attracted to it. They fall down, and then we kill them and we get copper, knowledge shells, and a bunch of other junk. There we go, you can see one coming right now. It works best in the daytime and when no one else is in the overworld, but it works quite well. There we go. And I think you could kill him with your fist, but it's best to use the sword to get that looting through. Then over here, I was working on this yesterday with Matt actually. We're making a flower farm. So we're trying to collect all the dyes. So these are in the flower meadows biome or the flower forest, whatever it's called. We get a bone meal at the bottom, it dispenses it, pistons push it back and forth, and then periodically the water streams come out and push it down. And then I haven't actually made the collection system, which is going to be around here. And then this farm also neat. We got the double flowers, and we stick in bone meal and it spits out more of the flowers and we turn it to dye. And once these chests are full, it will turn off the farm, so it's not wasting any bone meal. But we actually ran out of bone meal. We might have to make a skeleton farm to get more bone meal. Let's see, there's a couple other cool farms out here. Yes, here we go. This is the new improved Shulker Farm. 1 dimension, and I got another Shulker storage thing up here just in case anything happens. But this one self-replenishes. So this tank, or whatever you want to call it, this area here holds the Shulkers, and they periodically get whisked away up top there. And then when they come down here, they get picked up by the minecart, and they either get transported over to that wither roasted die, or some of them are smart and decide to teleport up here like that guy so that they don't die. And then they keep replenishing over and over. And if somehow we do run out of all of them, I got them saved up there. But it works quite well. We're almost on to our second chest here of shulker shells. This is a bad omen farm, so if you kill a pillager, you get the bad omen, they can trigger raids, but that can be annoying, so we took a illager tower, mined it all away, and then I'll go down and show you. Made it nice and flat. This is real pain to make it flat with all the illagers shooting at you, and they see the iron golems in the center, usually, not me. And then they fall into some traps, and then they get sent up the water column, and then they get dropped so that you can kill them with your fist if you wanted, and then you get bad omen. I don't want to get it now, but trust me, it works. It works very well. Here they come.
Ow!
Boop.
Ow! Oh.
Well, maybe still not shot, but still, they die very easily. This used to be all filled in with wood, but it kept catching on fire and burning away. I didn't feel like getting rid of the lava at the time. This raid leads to the actual raid farm, which is above an ocean. There's a single villager down there. It's kind of loud, so I'm not going to run it, but the gist is, we throw this lever, these pistons go back and forth, they make a ton of noise. You throw this one, it's a clock. You come in here, you get pushed, and you hit them through this little crack. So you can AFK with an auto clicker. The beacon keeps you alive with the regeneration. And then periodically, it's perfectly timed, so it drops you down right as you finish the one raid. Then you fall down, the bubble column sends you back up. And then the next raid starts, and repeat, and you get loads of goodies. We mainly do it for the emeralds, the spider eyes, and the gunpowder, but not the gunpowder, the redstone, but we're always out of redstone. And I guess also totems, but you don't use a terrible amount of them. And then we got a cow up here in case you're done. You can drink a bucket of milk and use your bad omen effect and not start a raid at the trading hall by mistake. That's why put the ice down so we can go fast. And not use a ton of rockets. He's still mad at me. Over here, that leads to the Yehi's place. This is the Gunpowder Farm. This portal up on the right here, I believe is the Skeleton Farm, / maybe eventually another Copper Farm, though not really complete. I'm not going to show it off. Our friend who's new to Minecraft started a base there. No, she doesn't play very often, so there's not much there. Up here there's a funny thing on the left. So Drew wanted pandas, and he got one through a portal, but it suffocated, and he wanted Matt to spawn one in and not, go have to find another one. But this is a I don't know what PPP is either, but this is a vanilla server, and we didn't want to do any cheats or exploits. No duplicating TNT, no breaking bedrock, no going on top of the nether roof. And the idea is we'll be able to play on this world forever, and it's clearly intended that they don't want you on the nether roof. You play on bedrock, it just teleports you back down, and breaking bedrock, definitely not intended, so we're trying to avoid non-intended features. So anyway, since we wouldn't spawn him a panda, he came out here, he found himself a jungle, and he made a giant monument. This might be the wrong portal. No, it's gotta be the right portal. No, maybe it's the wrong portal. I don't come out here very often. Ah, yeah, there's another path I missed. I love the path, though, the nether. It's got the jungle wood with the leaves and the dirt path. I think it's pretty epic. Here we go, the bigger portal. Yeah, so because he lost his panda, he went out here and he made a giant panda statue, and he bred, I don't know how many pandas. There's gotta be at least 100 here. So if we ever need pandas, this is the place to come. He's got upside down, brown, I don't know if he has them all. And then he also went and just cleared a huge swath of jungle. I don't know what his plans are for this, but it's pretty epic. I like how all the torches are perfectly spaced. I wish you put blue ice so I could use my boat to get around. I use up all my rockets. And the turns, you're killing me, Drew. And then lastly down here is my epic wool farm. So I believe there are 16 colors of wool, or 16 dyes, 16 colors. So I got 16 sheep of each color, and then they all automatically get harvested. And there's so many sheep that are constantly getting sheared that my initial storage system couldn't keep up. The wool is overflowing and the chest filled up. So Matt came and he made a shulker packer. So now all the wool gets packed up into the shulker boxes, which is super nice. And I think I want to make a shulker unpacker because there's a ton of shears, like thousands of shears in here. And it's all full now, but if we AFK, they're going to go quick. So the shears get loaded up top, the sheep in the middle, and then 16 each. Now, I thought this was really cool. It all gets dropped here, and you can watch all the wool just flow down, flow to its sorting system. And we made a circle in case there's so much that it goes too fast, it can come around and not be an issue. The chest here is so it lines up and it's technically over the hopper, so it still gets picked up. And then nearby the sheep farm, it's where I started making our map art. This is the black map. It got snowed on, but all black wool, 256 by 256. Took forever. And we also started collecting some pack snow here. Because you can. It doesn't generate yet, but you can still collect it in 1.17. Though we didn't get very much. Maybe next I'll write my name. And this obviously needs to be a little bit better mob-proofed, and maybe we'll build a nice dome over it. Maybe I can bribe Yehi. Alright, we only got one more direction, which is probably, well, in my opinion, the coolest area of our nether. We got a mega project going on. So this portal leads to our starting town. I called it Twilight Town. I like that name. This is our mine. We'll end our journey in the end, which the Stronghold's over there to the right, so we'll be back. Here's our slime farm. It's pretty good. It produces a lot of slime. It's just a hole in the ground, more or less, with some slime chunk. Slimes see iron golems, they fall down onto the magma, they die, and then a minecart under the slimes come and pick them up. And we dug it, I think, all the way up. Yeah, all the way up surface. You can see our AFK platform up there. And I don't know how long I AFK'd here, I think one night. But we got pretty much all this from one night of AFKing. Maybe two. If we follow this down, there's another jungle. We're just building a little room over there. It doesn't have anything yet. This is the main attraction. And a side attraction, but the main attraction. I haven't finished this tunnel yet either. Here we go, this is the side attraction. We needed leather, and we wanted a big cow farm, so Matt came and made a ridiculously big cow farm. And they put weed around it, so we can get the weed to feed the cows. But we didn't want it too close to spawn, obviously, because it's loud, it's a lot of entities. But I think this is just all, I think there used to be like a mountain partially here that he dug out to make it flat. So this is just less than a mountain. Alright, on to the main course. So we have, don't have a gold farm yet. We want to make one, but since we don't want to go on the nether roof and use those kind of exploits, we're spawn proofing this area. But by spawn proof, rather than cover everything with slabs, we decided that we want to dig out a huge area. I mean huge. I got my render distance down to 8, but I think it's a circle. It's 256 blocks in diameter. And we started all the way up at bedrock. And we've slowly been working our way down. Even with a higher render distance, you can't see much. It's just too foggy. You can't see the casts, man. They're so annoying. But we're doing it so we can get a wither skeleton farm. We can make a gold farm, maybe a gas farm, and we'll be able to control the spawn rates perfectly because it's spawn proof. Over here, we already have the wither skeleton farm built, and it works. They spawn, but they don't spawn that often because of all the other proofs. But once we get down all the way to lava, it should work way better. And I think we're about halfway done. We're at like 53, and we started at like 35. And it's actually getting easier because you see there's a lot of air down here, and it's getting narrower. and it's thicker up top, so I think we're a little bit over halfway done. We haven't decided how we're going to clear the lava out. Matt tried with sand, but he wasn't having fun, so we're thinking about flying machines, or maybe getting a lot of buckets and just picking it up, or maybe we'll try a combination, but it's something to work on. Good, we do have a end chest over here. Running out of rockets again. I can show you how much everyone's mined. It's been mostly Matt and I, Drew and Yehi, but our one friend Cones, he's a little crazy. Oh, this is the center right here. The emeralds. I'm not sure which one, but one of these. But anyway, Cones logged on one weekend, and he just spent like all weekend mining here. So let's see stats. There we go. So big taco truck. That's Matt. He's got nearly 800,000. I'm coming up on 500,000. Cones 334,000 blocks in like a weekend. It's crazy. And yeah, he a respectable 240,000. And Drew at 62,000. He's lacking a bit, but that's all right. One day we'll have an epic void where we can perfectly control the spawn rates. Alright, let's go to the end and showcase the last few big achievements on the server. Ooh, I missed it. Our Stronghold, it's kind of bland. One day we'll probably clean it up. Found it June 16th. Did a lot of things in June. And let's go in. Yeah. So we spawned underground. We got the dragon egg. These were the 5 of us that killed the Ender Dragon on the 16th. Over here, Yehi built epic bee farm. It's for those of you who don't know, it's better to have bee farms in the end because there's no night-day cycle. There is one in the Nether, but tons of bees. I think all this year is actually broken here, but we're pretty much set on this stuff forever. You can't even see the chest going back. He hid them, and he used to have bottles. I think he's got stacks of honey blocks. So we're set if we ever need anything. We come here. I wish he'd finish it. You can see he didn't quite finish it. The back's a little bit less done, but one day. And then out here I built a Enderman XP farm. Doesn't look nearly as nice as his, but it's functional. It's safe. That's the important thing. Got a nice little bubble elevator. They come down. All into this platform. I'm not going to hit them because they're super low, but the ender pearls get thrown out, tons of animals in case you need to enchant something. So, it's cool. I'm sure you've seen tons of them. And then, lastly, we mine the towers for obsidian, and then we fight the ender dragon. But we made a cool little arena here, so that no endermen spawn. So when we fight them, it's a little bit safer, and we put a wall here so when we look off to the distance, we don't accidentally look at an enderman and get them upset and get attacked. We got 5 beacons. Eventually I think we're going to have 8 or 10, however many towers there are. No. 8 beacons, not how many towers. 1 for each of the north, south, east, and west, and then 1 between. And then down here we use the cheese where we spawn the wither. He gets stuck in the bedrock, and then we don't have to chase him around, and it just makes the fight more enjoyable. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And if I keep playing, maybe I'll make another video when 1.18 comes to an end, showcasing all the progress we made since then. See ya.